Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video from the Investor Diary. In this session, I am taking a risk because I'm doing this within my trading session, and today is Monday, not Sunday. Usually, I do my videos either Saturday or Sunday on the weekend, but this time I'm doing it inside my trading session. The idea that I want to talk about is something called thesis of a trade. Something I talked about a couple of videos ago, that I was in my new plan, I was leaving money on the table. The structure that I used in opening and closing trades was opening trades in batches in one day and closing them all at once when I hit a certain positive return, like 1 or 2%, and I would close them, and the next day I would start all over again. Something happened last week. I opened trade last week on the 25th. But the trades did not go my way, but the thesis was still holding. I'm going to show you now a few examples. So I add on the 26th. I added more trades, and today there is one. Today I closed the USD CAD. Now let's go and see what I mean by the thesis of a trade, or something that I used to call the story of the chart. Okay, so in this one, this is the GBP USD. This is the one that I opened today. So I looked at this. Look at this stochastic. This is the daily stochastic. The K crossed the D above the 80 level, and this is perfect. My threat is the weekly, which is going up. The RSI is above the 50, but it seems to be going down. I have the RSI range in sell. I have the EMA 100 bearish. I have the trend bearish. I have the SMC, where this is the decisional overflow. Let me show you briefly. This is the decisional overflow. If you can see, it touched it and went down. Also within that overflow, we can see as well a decisional order block within that, which is this one. There is a gap between this and that, and therefore this is as well an order block. And it touched that as well. So we have a decisional order flow, a decisional order block. We have the price within the resistance, and the SMC should be going down by the story, should be going down and making a break of structure. The line is broken. This is another concern. The line is broken upward. So those are the two concerns: the weekly and the broken downward line. But I'm depending on the SMC story, the EMA, and the stochastic are all saying the same thing, that the price is going down. So let me delete this. Wait. So I open the price. Now the story, the thesis of this trade is as follows. I will close the trade. Remember that I said I don't have stop loss and take profit. Now the thesis of the trade will give me, and one of the comments that came, that even though I don't have an SL and TP within my trade, within my open trade on the trading platform, but at least I should have a structural sell stop and take profit. Actually, I do that within the story, within the thesis. So if the thesis got broken, then I would close, hopefully not at a loss, but even if it was at a loss, I need to close it. For example, if If the stochastic went midway and started going up, I would close the trade. If the price went above the 100 EMA, it will be against my thesis. So if the thesis was broken negatively, I would close even if it was at a loss. And if it went with my thesis below the SMC low and broke structure, I will close it with a take profit. So those are my structural take profit and stop loss, and this is the way I deal with the thesis. I will give you another example, something that I did not reach still today. Today I went, okay, let me show you why I closed this. I opened the GBP. I just closed this now. Although I still have, this is going down to break structure. Okay. And the inducement is at the low of the range, but we have support here. So, and we have this rejection, and we have this candle of today. Still, this is still happening now, but this made me, okay, this is it. I had the take profit just above the support, but because I came late to the session, so I closed it around this level here. So, and this is why I closed it. The TP of this was just before the support, but I closed it around I think around here. I did not, I think I closed it, but I did not put the price. Yeah, I forgot to put the price. Anyway, so this is why. Let's look at something that I did not, we will look at it together. I think the CAD GPY and the Euro GP. Okay, let's look at this. Now, this is going really against me. Now with me, actually, we are at a loss in the CAD GPY. Now the weekly seems to be going to cross down, which is good news. This went up halfway and will go down. But remember, I took the trade here. Okay. So it went against me, all this, and my stop loss was above the resistance, and my take profit is below the inducement. The thesis here is that the price, because it is at resistance, will go down, and because the inducement is not hit yet, so it's a magnet for me. So it will go down. What actually encouraged me more that the price did not break this level, which is great. That means this inducement is still working, because if it went up, that means the inducement will go up here, and it will be approximately within the price range, within the entry level of this trade. So it will be around here. So the trade will be bust. Now I am still within the thesis. The price went below the resistance, and the inducement is still holding. So this trade is still holding. Let's see if the same story with the Euro GPY. Yes, it is, and a better position of the price. I have bad news at the AUD and ZD. I have it as a buy. The good news is that now the price seems to be not yet. The K is going to cross the D. The price is making green candles at this decisional order block, and hopefully we will go to the high of the range. So this is the thesis. When do the stop loss is way below, because at any of these points the price might react upward, and the reaction upward is going normally for the SMC. Normally it will go and hit the high. This is the story. But if the price went below this support and below this order flow, that means that's it. The whole thesis is gone. This one is a very risky one. But the stochastic is still with me, saying good news. The weekly is not that beautiful in this case because I'm taking it as a buy. Uh, yeah, so what I'm going to follow and what happened last week, that the whole batch that I took was negative, got me to where I want to be. Now I want to treat each trade on its own, with its own story, with its own thesis, and depending on how the thesis is going, I will close or open trades individually. I think from now on I will stop the batch opening and batch closing, unless I think, unless I see the whole batch really is getting a good amount of profit. I might just go ahead and close the whole batch and enjoy the profits if they're encouraging. Okay, thank you very much, and hope to see you next week with more good news. um I don't know. I feel that I am missing something. There is something that I want to say, but I did not say it. Um, so before I close, let me brief up the whole system, because it's what I'm trying to express here is that the trading methodology should follow certain steps that the trader knows exactly what he or she is doing, and those steps are clear. So not every trade is subjective, because as much as the stories might seem subjective, but it is, for me, it is very accurate and very clear. My main trigger is the stochastic. The stochastic is really what I depend on. For example, let's go again to the cat GPY. My mistake here was taking this trade in the middle. I don't take trades in the middle, but it was, how can I say it? It was tempting because the price was here and the inducement is here, and I thought with this red candle, the price, that's it, it's going down. In the middle, anything can happen. It can go up or it can go down. It can actually, why it was risky, because it was easily, this could be another bottom, and it would go up and the inducement would move up and will ruin the whole trade, will ruin the whole thesis in this case. So that was wrong. Okay, but I was tempted, so I was against my rules, but it was tempting because the price was here and the inducement is here, and I said, that's it, it's going to sweep the inducement, at least sweep it, because the low is very near and there are no POIs here that are clear except for this one. For the we have no order flow because the order flow starts above the inducement. So we have, within this order flow, we have this order block here. So this is the order block, which is very, very, look at the line. It's very near the inducement. So any sweep of the inducement will be a touch of the order block. So it will be kind of the same thing. And this is how, what you see as well on the dotted line where the price is, on the dotted line where my take profit is. So my take profit is below the inducement, where it sweeps the inducement and touches the order block. Okay, so the plan is, my plan, which again I need to repeat this, I am not saying that this is a plan and if you follow the plan that I'm doing, you will know, you will profit. This is not what I'm saying. I am saying how important it is to have a plan that a trader is relaxed with and really understands and knows how to be dynamic with it. This is what I'm saying. And the whole basis of this is education. When we get introduced to different schools of thought, different techniques, different technical indicators, this would be the bank, the information bank that a trader will depend on to mix and match and create finally the plan that he or she is relaxed with. And this is the ultimate thing. A plan with a money management system, I will show you. Every time I take a trade, like for example, when I went and took sorry, not this one, the GBP USD, this one. When I went and took this, I went to my calculator, and this is now, remember, this started with 875. Now it's 1011, which is amazing. I mean, I reported last week a 13.83 within 4 weeks. So now I'm more than that. I don't know how much. Let's check. I think, but with closing the USD, the USD CAD, it became 1018. So let's see in percentage. In percentage, how much is that? 16%, 16.3%. So before that, here, before closing the USD, it was 15.5. Now I'm at 16% in 5 weeks. Amazing, beautiful, lovely, lovely stuff. Although my floating now, it was about a couple of dollars above, but the last time I checked, it was minus 6 or 7, something like that. But now I will not look at that. The plan now is that I'm going to go one trade at a time and check all of them. Again, this session is a very risky session because it's in the middle of the trading session and things are already happening. And as I showed you, I actually missed the chance to catch the USD CAD at a better price to close it. But anyway, things like this happen. Let's go back for one more second, one more moment. Look at the USD CAD stochastic. It still did not cross back, but I'm not going to wait for that because I don't know the shape of the chart. How will the price behave for it to make that movement? I will use the movement for opening, but not for closing. The closing, it will depend on the elements on the chart itself. This is my story, this is my plan, and this is what I want to do at this time. Maybe in the future, with more experience with this plan, I might change some of its elements. And this is the beauty of trading, and having a plan. And when one develops a plan, one needs to have experience with his or her own plan, the experience of implementing the plan, not only in terms of discipline, but also in terms of gaining the experience on how to develop and improve that plan and make some changes on it to keep on improving it. I'm sorry for not closing earlier, but I thought there were things that I needed to talk about and I needed to express, and I needed to transfer as knowledge transfer. This is my diary. This is what I do, and I want to make sure that I do understand my own self, and I do understand what I'm doing, and also if there is someone else in the same situation that can benefit from such information and such trial and error. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.